Hello, hello everyone. We are live. I am here with Maja Ognajonovich. Did I pronounce that correctly? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. One day I will spell it without having to look at the spelling, but I'm so happy to have her here because we have done some really great work together, and you've made some massive transformations, and you are like glowing today, but you've also really made some good shifts on the inside out. So thank you for being here to share them with people, because I know you've got some really big goals and dreams. And as we all do, you had some excuses, but you do not want to let those hold you back any longer. And so you feel better about money than you ever have before. You have just attracted new clients. You are excited, you're scared, but you're going for it. And I think this is going to be an amazing thing that you're going to share with so many of our viewers. So Maja, you are a Pilates instructor. You work in a therapeutic setting, and you also can give like a really good feel-good kick butt workout. So you do classes both in studio, so you do classes and work with clients, and then you also work online as well. So that's just a little bit about Maja. I'm so happy that you're here today. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, perfect. I think there might be a delay on our feed. So you've recently undergone some big transformations, and you went through a mini breakthrough process, which you're willing to share with viewers here. And we were really focused around money because like most people, like you had some challenges with your relationship to money and the beliefs that you had. And then you've just jumped into thinking into results. You've attracted 4 new clients, and you haven't even attended one of our calls yet. Right? You haven't even been on a group call because you've been doing this self-image bootcamp, which I think is phenomenal. So what really drove you to begin this amazing journey you've been on?
Okay. I'm sorry, my interaction is a little bit sticky. It's probably the rain.
Yes.
But yes, I've noticed that something was missing. Something was missing in how I was living my life, and I was always working really hard and hard work, but I wasn't getting the results that I wanted, and I really felt something was missing, and I wanted to didn't live anymore paycheck to paycheck. I didn't want to be angry, miserable, frustrated, and I could have just sit and make excuses, but I felt that I needed to do something. I felt that I needed to do something with my life, and I did not want to go the same steps that my parents did, maybe, or my family. So I really felt deep down inside that I was ready to step up.
Yeah, I think there's always this point where many of us that go through a transformation, we have to go through the point of being like, okay, I am literally ready to surrender myself to this process. I'm ready to say enough is enough. I need a change. Now, when it comes to money specifically, I've actually had a lot of people ask me about this, so now you can share yourself. But when it comes to money, how did you feel about your relationship with money, and how did that really impact how you perceived yourself?
I always thought money, I'm not worth the money. I need to work hard to get the money. I'll never have enough money. As much as how much you work, you're never going to have enough money. I felt like a prisoner around money. And I felt a lot of anxiety. And, when I get a paycheck, I better not spend it, because who knows, we better save it. Don't go for that coffee. Don't do that manicure. And I really felt a lot of anxiety about money. Just the word money was just kind of like, oh, I don't know.
It's a powerful thing, right?
Since we've gone through that little mini breakthrough. Yeah. It is. And I really felt like a prisoner, like oh, money, oh, okay, that's for other people. I'm just gonna suffer here and play a victim and live from like $500, like so yeah, it was a really, really eye-opening for me. I'm realizing the years that I had this relationship with money just took a lot from me. I'm like, oh my God, why didn't I do this earlier?
We don't want to live with regrets because you're doing it now, so that's great. And so how did you feel when you completed the breakthrough? How was it different when you completed the sessions?
Oh yeah, I think we mentioned that yesterday on the call. It's not that I would know how exorcist feels like, but exorcism. But it was really like that when you see in those movies. It's like you're purging. It was literally like a purge from all these limiting beliefs that I had, all these I cannot, I'm not worth it. All those limiting beliefs, just I was clean. When we finished the breakthrough, I felt it was really emotional for me. It was really emotional for me, but I felt I was just like a reborn. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to do this all the time. I became a mini breakthrough junkie. I'm like, can we do this again, please? Yes, it was such amazing experience for me. And I realized those are all little pre-programs that I had before, right? That from generations and generations, long time ago. I didn't have anything to do with those. Like it's not my thing anymore.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Yeah, it was cool.
You mentioned the manicure, right? You used to feel guilty spending $40 getting your nails done. And afterwards you're like, well, it's just $40. I'm worth it. I can spend $40 on myself. Whereas before you had this anxiety and this massive guilt, like you were blowing $3,000 on shoes that you didn't need or something, right? It was a pair of nails. It made you feel good. And then everything changed and you really felt worth investing that money in. So that really stood out to me when you were talking about that. So you've been raising awareness through the studying that you've been doing, and you managed to attract new clients, and you're not hustling or working hard. You're just open to things. What do you notice are some of the biggest shifts that you've seen in yourself as you've started delving into the study? You've just scratched the surface, but what are some big changes you've noticed?
I've noticed awareness of my thoughts. So I've noticed how much I spend time, I spend time on negative thoughts, how much I used to spend time on negative thoughts. And every time when I go back to my previous old Maja, I'm like, okay, wait, this is opportunity to do something different. So the more I'm aware, the more I can fix my paradigm, the more I can kind of like reprogram myself to think more positive, to think more abundance in my life, that I'm actually worth it. It's part of my life. And so the awareness of thoughts was for me really a big one, because I'm a master of finding negative things. Like it's just I did it for 40 years. Yes, and it's a hard work. It's a hard work, but I have to do something different because the old ways didn't work for me.
Yeah. So knowing that you have infinite potential, what are you most looking forward to in this journey that lies ahead of you?
I'm very excited to see what I'm capable of. A week ago, there was one thought that just kind of like crossed my mind. When I came to Canada 13 years ago, I'm actually a graphic designer. So I went to University for Graphic Design back in Europe, and I'm a newcomer. I came to Canada, and my husband said, okay, Toronto is really saturated with graphic designers. And and that just shut me right away. And I remember that like it was yesterday, and I let somebody else's opinion basically completely change my life, right? And I remember, I don't know why, that just popped in my head the other day, and I'm just excited actually to see what I'm capable of, because there's no, I don't care what anybody else thinks. If I feel deep down inside that I can do it, I'll do it. So it's really exciting. It's exciting new world.
Well, and you've got this energy that is just radiating. So I love it. I love it. I love it. What would you like to tell those considering a breakthrough or thinking about the Thinking into Results program, just based on your experience so far?
Well, if you're listening to this and you're part of this group, Facebook group, there is something deep down inside of you that was telling you, you need to do this. So we all have that deep down inside. It's just covered with a lot of BS through everyday life that we tell ourselves. You do have that little seed in you. Let it grow. So I would completely say yes, go for it. Do something else for yourself, because the old ways are not working. So there is a reason why you're here. Yes. For me, I just needed a little nudge from you, and I thank you for that.
You're welcome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to be here and share your story with people. I'm sure we'll have you back again, sharing more versions of your story and new developments as they unfold. And we can't wait to have you on our first call tomorrow, and just really have you join the team. I'm excited into this even more. So if anyone has any questions for Maja, feel free to reach out to her. If anyone wants some Pilates classes online, reach out to her. And oh, hello, Lisa. You will be able to catch the interview. I'm so glad that you popped in here. So if anyone does have any questions for her, then definitely reach out. She is a sweetheart and she is just delightful. I'm so happy you popped into our life and into this group as well. So we'll be back again. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another bonus session called Persistence. Bye-bye.